What's up, everyone? This is King Crypto, and today I will be talking about how a Bitcoin ETF could reshape the crypto market soon and be the catalyst for another bull run to at least $50,000 at the end of the year or by 2019. This relates to the Chicago Board Options Exchange, or CBOE, applying for a Bitcoin ETF. If you didn't know, the CBOE is also responsible for the Bitcoin future contract debut on December 10th. And was somewhat responsible for the parabolic move to almost $20,000 per Bitcoin. Looks like they're trying to do it again. The SEC has received their application on June 26th, and an ETF for Bitcoin would allow Bitcoin to be purchased in over-the-counter markets, build institutional players in the game, and allow you to cheaply invest in a basket of cryptocurrencies. So for those that do not understand what an ETF is, think about a stock. Think about Amazon. It costs, I think, $1,000 some to buy. And it's not like Bitcoin where you can buy a fraction of it. You have to buy the full stock. In an ETF, you can kind of buy a commodity or a basket of these kinds of stocks like Amazon, Facebook, whatever they're related to. You can buy a whole basket and it's a fraction of the cost and you're still following the price, but it's cheaper. And it leverages your risk as well because it's all connected. So this is the same idea. Now, this is a Bitcoin-only ETF, but as time goes on and as this is approved, we will absolutely see an ETF for a basket of cryptocurrencies. And it'll be pretty interesting to see as well. Maybe a basket of utility tokens. I mean, that's almost all of them, but you get the point. Maybe a basket of decentralized apps. App platforms like Ethereum, Cardano, EOS. So that's kind of the idea of an ETF, and it's a pretty big deal for the crypto markets. So the SEC has declined this application a few times before, specifically from the CBOE, Gemini, and SolidX. The last rejection stemmed in March for the CBOE. This is thought to be based on the fact that the SEC did not have an official classification for cryptos. Since then, the SEC has finally classified Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many other cryptos as utility tokens, or not security tokens, which makes the process this time a lot more likely to succeed. Other reasons why we haven't seen a Bitcoin ETF was due to a lack of overseas regulations. However, Japan and South Korea have made an optimistic decision, to regulate their crypto exchange markets. So now, what we're starting to see is a turning point for this argument. And the SEC, I have to agree, I don't think that they're really out of place in rejecting it a few times before. They want to make sure that the kind of things they're condoning is safe for investors and safe for the consumer, safe for themselves. And a lack of overseas regulations could be a big problem. It could cause a lot of fraud, manipulation, so on and so forth. So I get it, but now we're starting to see, like I said, a turning point as overseas. We're starting to see Japan and South Korea do something about this, legitimize crypto. And we're also seeing that the SEC themselves are legitimizing crypto by not calling them securities, which they could have done. It could have been easy for them to pull this thing right out from under the rug and just destroy crypto because they were afraid of the implications of the changes that could have happened. So we have to kind of give them respect for that as a community because they actually, it wasn't just completely destroyed, and that was a big fear. And I think we can start to be more optimistic about the future now. So Bitcoin becoming an ETF would truly legitimize cryptocurrencies in a way we've never seen before. Many people interested in cryptocurrencies would now have an ability to leverage their risk, cause more worldwide interest and adoption as well. Skeptics as well would not be able to deny its growing prevalence in the world of finance. Another thing that makes ETFs so appealing is that the consumer is better protected. Investors that own a Bitcoin ETF or any ETF, but really in this case Bitcoin, because of how many times it can be stolen. They can be covered by insurance in the case that their Bitcoins are hacked or stolen. So I thought that was pretty interesting and a big selling point for a lot of people that do not trust these kind of markets. So right now we are all just waiting for the next step, and I think this is it. Bitcoin is still a very new technology that will take time to ferment, but the world at large is changing at a rapid pace. We are entering a brave new world of interconnectedness and technological advancements. I know that the blockchain will fill many gaps as we learn to be more efficient in this space, and Bitcoin is a representation of that technology. Bitcoin will always thrive in a sense because it is the most decentralized technology we know of so far. The fact that the SEC could make Bitcoin an ETF would be an incredibly remarkable event that I have no doubt would spawn another bull run. I mean, just think about it. A centralized government force in charge of controlling financial entities would be legitimizing and condoning an anonymous currency on the web whose creator is unknown and is designed as the antithesis of fiat currency. Now, Bitcoin is not this evil thing that I maybe painted out to them, right? But it would have been very easy for them to just try to get rid of this whole thing. So to me, that's easily a catalyst to 50,000 if we find out that this is accepted. And remember that we haven't even broken 20,000 per Bitcoin yet. We got close, but we didn't actually break it, which is a psychological barrier that needs to be broken. So right now, I think things are looking up. We still have to take and consider regulations and whatnot, but I believe this will fall into place during this accumulation phase. I think there's a lot to be hopeful of. I think the markets may not look too attractive right now, but that's usually the best time to buy. Although I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my word for it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to make that real quick and sweet. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say or learned something. If you did, please subscribe, comment, or like. There is a chance you could win some Litecoin if you comment below and give me some feedback on what you thought about the video or your thoughts on what could happen as a result of the ETF coming out. So, that's it, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm King Crypto, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Let's get cryptical.